Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you've never seen a video of mine before or you don't know who I am, I'm Bryony and I'm just starting to make a lot more videos. I'm trying to get more into making videos because I enjoy them and I love YouTube, so I thought I'd also try and make some videos myself. So today I thought I would do a story time. It's my first story time. I've never done a story time before, but I have an interesting story to tell. So this story time is going to be about how I met LIN-MANUEL Miranda. So basically, let me start from the very beginning because I met him twice. Technically, like the first time I saw him, but I didn't meet him till the second time. So I kind of explained the whole thing. So Hamilton came to the West End in this like the Christmas, like December time of 2017. So before like it even came to the UK, I wasn't really a big fan of Hamilton. Like I didn't know what it was. My friends had been singing it and I kind of was like not really too interested. Like I never had bothered to watch the songs or anything like that. And what ended up happening is that I went to New York, literally went past the theatre and just was like, oh, nah, not really too interested. And that was like a year before. So Hamilton had arrived in New York but hadn't even been announced in London yet. Anyway, it got announced in London and I didn't get tickets. Like I didn't pre-book or like, you know how you could do like priority booking. Because I wasn't interested in Hamilton, I never did that. But I live about 30 minutes from Victoria Palace Theatre, so I live close. So once I started getting into the music, I'd walk past and be able to see like the scaffolding of the theatre as it's being built, and I was really excited. I was like, Mum, I really want to try and get tickets. So we checked every single day and there was like no tickets, and I was part of like a Facebook group and people were saying how we couldn't go, and I was really upset because I really wanted to go, and I was like, I want to go, and I didn't want to wait like 3 years like most people would have to wait. Anyway, I kind of like was like, oh, never gonna happen. So I carried on like being into Hamilton, but like it was like I have no chance of even going to see it, let alone meet LIN-MANUEL Miranda, who I like love to bits. So what ended up happening was the first like night, so the opening night, which is different to like the official opening night, which was the night where like the celebrities were. So the first night, like the preview night, was the 6th of December. So that day I had school because it was a school night. So I was at school and I was meant to be in like a supervised study lesson or something, and we're not allowed to go on anything on the computers other than schoolwork, but I mean I kind of disobeyed this rule. So I was like looking up Hamilton tickets and I was like refreshing it, and then suddenly like 2 tickets popped up for the back row of stalls, and I was like, I'm gonna have to do it. Like this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to buy these tickets. So I didn't even consult with my mum because she was at work and I couldn't ring her because I was in a study lesson. So I was like, because I had my card with me, I like literally just booked them there and then because I knew I wasn't doing anything this evening, and I booked both the tickets, and then I started hyperventilating, like not officially, but like I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So that's how I ended up getting tickets. So at lunchtime I rang my mum up and I was like, Mum, I've got tickets, do you want to come with me? She's like, yeah, definitely, because she likes the songs and I'm obviously going to take her, like because she would want us to go too. So I took her. And then we went to the theatre and it was so interesting, like the first night, because everything was like no one had ever watched it before, so everyone was like so excited, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be special because I wasn't sure what to expect. So I was the last row, right, of the stalls, and I can't remember what seat number I was, but I was, so if the aisle's here, I was about 4 seats along, but behind us there were like these boxes that you can pre-book which could fit about 4 people. And in these boxes, so some of them were full, but the one on like the left of me was completely empty. And I was thinking, that's really like stupid in a sense. Like this is like a full out performance and no one's sitting there. And like it's getting too close to it starting. And like bear in mind, right, I queued for like 40 minutes for merchandise. And I'm pretty sure I bought everything in the shop. So I like sat down, I like changed because I wanted to wear my merchandise. So I'd put that on. And then I'd like taken photos and stuff. And I'm waiting for it to start. And I'm like, you know, getting really excited. I'm trying to go through the story with my mum because it's quite complicated. So I was like trying to go through a bit with it with her. And then they're like just before it starts, like they're saying to people, oh, can you make sure like the show's about to start, whatever. I hear people screaming and they're like, ah, ah, and I'm like, what is going on? Why are people screaming at me? So I turn around like this, right, I'm gonna demonstrate, and my face was like, basically LIN-MANUEL Miranda and his wife were in the box behind me. So not exactly behind me, but like to the side. And I just was like, what the hell? Like, oh my god. So I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So because I wasn't the last row, I literally, this is so bad, because I was scared the show was going to start. Like, the show started at like, I think it was 7:30, and it was like 7:28, and I was like, I need to go like take a photo. So I go running, right, puffing past everyone, like I'm bashing people out the way, like move. And then I get to like this opening bit, because by the time people were screaming, I got there, and then there started to be a crowd for me, but I got front row. And I like was just there, and I didn't know what to do, and I was just like, hi. And he was like, you know, smiling. I filmed it, so I'll insert a clip here of kind of what I filmed. So as you can see, they were like eating Maltesers, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the dude, this is so great, this is the creator, like this is God. So that happened, and then I finished, like I went back to my seat and I watched the show, and I didn't go back to that box because I think during like the interval he left and came back, and it, like I had that opportunity, but I wasn't going to like keep doing it, because at the end of the day he deserves his own privacy and he's watching his own show, so I didn't want to bombard him, and I didn't want to ask for a photo with him because I didn't feel that was the right opportunity. So I watched it, and that was great, and that was kind of the first part of the story. So the official opening night was the 21st of December, and I'm like, yeah, that's only for celebrities. So they only literally book tickets for celebrities, like it's only for celebrities. And my friend called Pascal, who really likes Hamilton, was like, oh, like I think you can also get tickets for like normal people. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, well, we're never gonna get that. So we checked, obviously it's like sold out, so we're like, okay, you know, whatever, we don't care. So coming up to this week, I'm like rocking my merchandise every single day to school. I'm like, Hamilton this, like, so people know, and I'm like telling people like, oh my gosh, I want to support. They're like, oh my god, it's amazing, like how did you manage to get tickets? And I'm just like, oh well, I just went and like looked online. And they're like, oh okay. And that's kind of like how it was. And then I think it was like a week before, like it was a lot more time given, I went online at home, because the thing with the Ticketmaster website back then is that you had to do it via like a website browser to be able to see the seats, and but now I think they've sorted it, but back then it was really confusing to get tickets. So I did that, and it said there were 2 seats for the dress circle, Pittsburgh dress circle, you know, like the tier up from stores. So I was like, well, I've got to book these tickets, and they weren't overly expensive. Like since Hamilton's now like been at London for a while, the tickets have risen, but back then like the tickets were like £47, so they were all right. Like bearing in mind it was coming up to Christmas, so I was like, it could be a Christmas present, and my birthday was in November, so I was kind of seeing both tickets as like gifts, because obviously like I'm not made of money, so this was like 100 quid in like a month. So I was like, I'm gonna buy the tickets. So I'm like to my friend Pascal, I'm like, do you want to come? And she's like, yeah. So we're like, great, like we can go to opening night, but we didn't know what we were expecting. So we were like, oh, you know, it's probably gonna be really relaxed, like there's not gonna be much going on, but we'll go and have a look. So the day comes, right, and there's like a red carpet. So me and my friends are like, let's go early so we can watch the people go in, because we're dress circle, so we'll never be able to see anyone in the stalls. So I'm rocking all my merchandise, and we're sitting like outside the theatre, and what they did was they had like bits for fans and then bits for like the red carpet people, and we're at the front because we had got there early because we were obviously going into the theatre scene. And I'm like dressed up, and then some photographers come over, they're like, can we take photos of you for like an article? And I'm like, yeah, obviously. So I'm posing for some photos. I'll insert some of these here as well. I look so cringy, but okay. So yeah, here and here. I mean, that's if I could edit, but so that happened. And then we're like chatting with some other people. They're like, oh my god, we really wish we can go and see it tonight. And I'm like, oh, we have tickets. They're like, how? And I'm like, I don't know how we got tickets. So we're like watching the red carpet, and there's some like people, we're like, well, they're really cool, but like it wasn't anyone we thought stood out, if that makes sense. So apart from there was I think there was some other people there who we did think was quite cool. So then we went in, and I'm not really sure if this was allowed, right? Because bearing in mind, there are ways you can get from the dress circle to stalls. But they told us as we were dress circle, and only celebrities were in stalls, to go round these stairs up to our seats. So we did that. Bear in mind, we were early. So the show started at, I think it was 7:30. And we had got there like 7:10. Like we had loads of time. So we went up to our seats, and we sat down, and I thought, oh, you know what? Let's try and get down to stalls. I don't know why in my brain I thought this was going to be a good idea, but it turns out it was. So we're kind of like walking really awkwardly. Bear in mind, I'm dressed in merch. I look like a complete awfully bad fangirl. Have the hat on, right? I have the jumper on. I'm like rocking a bag. Like, I look terrible. Compared to like you would wait till all the celebrities were like dressed in like gowns and all these like really nice clothing and suits and stuff. So we managed to go down these stairs and we end up in the foyer where people from the red carpet go straight in. And I'm just like, okay, not a big deal, you know? And suddenly, half of these celebrities are walking past us. Helena Bonham Carter, who is like my idol. I mean, I'm a really big Harry Potter fan as well. So I was just like, oh my God. And me and my friend, so my friend found this other guy who she knew, literally started crying her eyes out. Was like, oh my God, I love him. And we were like, shook. Like, we honestly just stood there. We were like, oh my God. Like, I was frozen because of how much fame was in that room. It was just so cool. Like, all these people were there. So, and Alex Lacamoire was there as well. So it was really, really cool. But the thing is, LIN-MANUEL Miranda wasn't there because he either had gone in first or was the last person to come in. And we had to still get back to our seats. So we were like, okay, it's not really a big deal. We saw these celebrities go in. The woman was like, oh, you probably should go back up. Because we stood out like a sore thumb. Like, me and my friend. Bear in mind, we were like 15 years younger than everyone else there. And we weren't dressed up like nicely, so they kind of knew we weren't meant to be there. So they were like, go back to your seats. So we went back to our seats, and on our seats we got like a special program which was for the show, which was really cool. And funny story for you, at the end of the show, LIN-MANUEL Miranda came out and did a speech, which was really cool. And after the speech, everyone started leaving, and there were other celebrities in our bit. So Matt Smith, is that his name? He was there on our aisle, and oh my gosh, there was like a politician or something. I can't remember for the life of me who it was. But there were like other famous people like dotted around us, and we were sitting with some other like kind of like fans as well. So I was turning around like, oh my God, isn't that blah blah? And they were like, yeah, oh I remember Sadiq Khan, that was it. Oh, he's not a politician, he's our MP. No, he's our mayor. So yeah, so Sadiq Khan was like sitting like a row behind me, and I was just like, you know, casually as you do, just sit behind your mayor. But yeah, so he was there. So at the end of the show, loads of these celebrities just left their programs because they were like, ugh, you know, like, why do we need to take them? So me and my friend were like collecting them. So I think we ended up with like 3 each or something, but it was still really cool because we obviously really wanted the program. So because it was like more of a celebrity show, not as many people were stage dooring because obviously a lot of people just went straight to the after party. So me and my friend run around to stage door, and then the red carpet happened and all the celebrities left, and I didn't get anything signed then. And I think the show ended at like 10:30, so it was quite late. And I said to my friend, I said, I think we should wait for LIN-MANUEL Miranda. My friend's like, you know what? We might as well. Like, we don't live very far away. We can stay out later. It's not a problem. So we waited, and someone would come out and it wasn't him, and we'd all get excited. And there was like maybe like 20, 25 of us. But as the time kept going on, like the group kind of got smaller, which was kind of sad because obviously some people missed out on an opportunity to see someone else. And we were chatting with some boys, and they were saying how they had a train to catch, so they left. But they gave us like their programs and was like, can you get this signed for us and then send it? So we were like, okay, but we don't think we're going to be able to meet him. And they were like, oh, please try, please try. So like the queue kind of like died down a bit, and we waited like half an hour of nothing. So we started singing, right, as you do. If you're a Hamilton fan, you know, you just start singing. So someone like started like, I think it was like the Schuyler sisters or something, starts like singing, and everyone's like joining in, and all like working, you know, out in this freezing cold because it's December. It's literally December. It's freezing in London at like 11:30 at night, and I'm so cold, and I'm like, I think we need to go. And my friend's like, no, let's stay for like 20 more minutes. I can feel it, like I know it. And I'm like, okay. And we were like, because we were late coming because we stayed in the theatre to pick up programmes, the line had like, so where the theatre is like here, some people had started there, and then it was like going along here. So we were at this end because some people had already arrived and like got places, and by the time we arrived we were at this end. So we can see down like where the front of the theatre is, whereas other people couldn't. So I'm like peeking over like this, and I'm like, oh my God, it's him. But I didn't want to like scream it in case everyone got really excited it wasn't him. So I kind of kept it to myself. As he walked closer, I let my eyes adjust. I was like, it's definitely Lin. It's 100% Lin. So I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. and he sees us, because he was going to, I'm pretty sure he was going to go back in, because it was like an after party and he had left to go outside, whatever, and I like started like waving like this, and then everyone else started waving, and we were all like, come on in, and we were like cheering for him. He comes, right, and I can see him in like the flesh again, and he like appears, and he's like, oh hi guys, yeah, I'll sign your program. So the lovely dude, he literally had an after party which was for him. He came out, and for every single person he signed their program and he took a photo. And by this point, I'm like nearly in tears. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, this was so worth it. So he comes to me, he signs my program, and then we take a photo, which I'll insert here. And yeah, so that's kind of my experience meeting him. I didn't really exchange that many words, to be honest. It was quite busy. Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. Someone just came through my door, so I had to find out what's going on. Where was I? Yeah, so that's how I ended up meeting LIN-MANUEL Miranda. So we didn't exchange that many words because it was kind of really busy, and I didn't want to like waste his time. So I ended up just being like, oh hi, I love your show, thank you. And he left. And that was basically it. That's been my experience of meeting Lin. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you want another story time, tell me, and I have quite a lot of stories. Like, some of them are musical theatre related. I have one about West End Live if you're interested in that. And yeah, so I'll catch you for another video. If you like this, please go like and subscribe. It'd mean the world, because I mean, you don't have to subscribe, like I'm not going to force you to subscribe, but if you want to watch more of my videos, please do. And I hope you have a good week. Bye.